The new M2 MacBook Air has caught your eye and now you're wondering which configuration would be best for you as a student. Don't worry, I'm not going to tell you to not buy the new M2 MacBook Air. Well, maybe I am, just a little. As a lot of you probably knew already, I was a medical student up until a couple of weeks ago when I graduated. And when I was in medical school, I really wished I had a sleek, powerful, and portable laptop like the MacBook Air. The 2013 HP Envy I had at the time was 17 inches big and weighed about 3 kilograms, which, as you can imagine, was less than ideal for transporting to classes or working on the go. I had to make do with my Tab S6 Lite, but I guess it's common knowledge that a tablet can't fully replace the functionality of a laptop. And when it comes to great value for money laptops, especially for students, you'd be hard pressed to find an option that's as feature rich, well balanced, and portable as a MacBook Air. And for the last couple of years, the M1 MacBook Air was the default recommendation for students looking to get a new laptop for university or college. And that was not without good reason. But now that the new M2 MacBook Air has arrived, a lot of students are thinking of which configuration would be best for them. Because as I mentioned in my previous video, trying to fully spec out this machine can cost you up to $2,500. And I don't know about college students these days, but I was pretty much always broke as a student. Heck, I'm still pretty much always broke now. Ay. But anyway, the new M2 MacBook Air is more than powerful enough to handle the workload of most college students. And hey, this is a really big investment you're making, so you have to choose wisely. As my friend Patrick Rambles would say, buy it nice or buy it twice. One of the most difficult yet straightforward decisions to make when choosing a laptop is how much RAM you want to get. And it seems pretty straightforward, right? The more RAM, the better, yeah? But then it gets to a point where you stop noticing any significant benefits for having more RAM, unless you're heavily into animating with Blender or Adobe After Effects. But if you're not planning on producing the newest Pixar movie or something with your MacBook Air, then I'd recommend going for the 16GB RAM version. Don't get me wrong, you'll most likely still be fine with 8GB of RAM, but when you begin to open a few Chrome tabs and then you're watching Netflix and you've got a few other processes running in the background, you might begin to wish you had a bit more RAM. And as a wise man once said, it is better to have but not need than to need but not have. Yeah, I was the wise man. I said that. You might watch a couple of videos telling you to go for the base model M2 MacBook Pro with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage, but personally, I have a principle of never getting the base model if you plan on using a device for a prolonged period of time. I still have nightmares of being stuck with a 32GB smartphone, and it is a fate I do not wish upon my worst enemies. The argument can be made that due to the efficiency of the M2 chip, you could still get optimal performance out of the MacBook Air with just 8GB of RAM. But trust me, the extra protection would be worth it. And of course, you can decide to go without protection, but when you start paying $2,500 a month in child support, you're gonna wish you listened to me. Whew. Sorry, I got a little carried away there, but if you're still with me and you're enjoying the video, then hit those like and subscribe buttons and let me know in the comment section below how many gigabytes of RAM your laptop or your current PC has. On to the next important configuration choice, which is the amount of storage you choose. The M2 MacBook Air has storage options of up to 2 terabytes, which is quite a lot and quite expensive as well. I know a few people are willing to argue that they're getting the M2 MacBook Air for schoolwork and nothing else. And I believe you, but let's be realistic as well. You're most likely going to use this laptop to stream movies or TV shows or even collect these movies and files from your friends' hard drives. And don't even try to deny it. There is no way you would have such an awesome screen on your laptop and you would not use it to watch anything. I mean, come on. The M2 MacBook Air has got a 13.6-inch liquid retina display, which is a bit bigger than that on the M1 MacBook Air. I guess size does matter.
That's what she said.
And you get slimmer bezels as well. The resolution is 2560 by 1664 and it's got support for up to 1 billion colors. So it is sharp, it is vibrant, and it's perfect for content consumption. So what were you saying about not watching movies on this again? You're still denying it? Come on, why are you lying?
Why you always lying?
Back to the matter at hand. Dealing with all the files, documents, and projects you get from schoolwork is definitely going to consume quite a bit of space on your device. And it's well known that once your MacBook runs out of space, it starts slowing down. And I know you don't want that. So what I recommend is getting the 1TB SSD version if you can, just to be safe. And if you're a bit more constricted with regards to your budget, then you can get the 512GB SSD version, but you will need to get some external storage just in case. And with regards to that, I think I have the perfect solution. This is the Acasis 10-in-1 hub, and it's practically the Swiss Army knife of USB hubs and portable storage, as not only does it have several additional ports which are missing from the MacBook, but it also has a slot where you can pop in an NVMe SSD and turn it into an external storage drive. But hey, don't just take my word for it. My buddy Alex here can tell you a bit more about it, and you can trust him. He has 22,000 subscribers.
Acasis seem to have found a really good balance between looks, looks great, and functionality. And they over-delivered on that. The convenience aspect is just fantastic. But that's not all. It's quite small too, so it will fit any bag really, or even in your pocket if you want to. This makes for a very convenient commute option, right? Or simply just going between client meetings or whatever it might be. They've just started recently on Kickstarter and they kind of blew up. They became very popular very quickly. I'm a little late to the party here and I've been buying lots of other different hubs, but I've been trying different things, but better late than ever. I'm glad I finally found them. Shout out to Patrick and Almir as well, who recommended them to me. Some products overcomplicate things. Let me just show you quickly because it's driving me nuts that I haven't got this shot. Look, in my pocket, absolutely no problem. They also just launched this other enclosure here, another aluminum casing. This one supports USB 4, which is even faster from an enclosure perspective. So if you don't need all these extra ports, but you like the extra external storage idea, this one is a rocket. Let me show you. This is even more compact as well. Now check this out. Oh, that's so satisfying.
And my friend Patrick made an amazing video comparing different SSDs, and he helps you decide which one might be best for you. My recommendation for students who are looking into getting the M2 MacBook Air would be to get a version with 16GB of RAM and 512GB SSD. That's the bare minimum, and you're still going to want to pick up some external drives. Or if you can afford it, get the 1TB SSD version. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section right below the like button. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section right below the like button. And if you, or maybe you can't decide between the M1 MacBook Air and the M2 MacBook Air, then you can check out my video. Okay. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section right below the like button. And if you already have an M1 MacBook Air, or you're trying to decide whether to get one or get the M2, then you can check out my previous video, or you can pick one of the videos showing in this playlist as well. But before you go there, subscribe to the channel. My name is Johannes, this is Tech PhD, and I'll see you in one of the videos showing on the screen, right around everywhere here. So yeah, see you in the next video. Peace.